Alright, everybody, you know what time it is. We're going to be reviewing another anime. This one is called Beyond the Boundary. I'm going to be watching another anime called My First Girlfriend is a Gal. And there's another one that's called Demon Slayer. I've been hearing a lot of good things about it, and I will get to that soon. That one has 22 episodes. And My First Girlfriend only has like 10 episodes. I'll fly through those quickly, give my review, so I can get on to Demon Slayer. And I also want to watch Fire Force. There's like so much anime that they're really good, and I really want to watch it. But I can only watch what I can through the day. So yeah, we're gonna reviewing Beyond the Boundary, and Beyond the Boundary is simple. There is a girl who is the last surviving member of a certain clan and a half-human boy who shouldn't exist. This is their story. So, Beyond the Boundary, just like any other animes I've reviewed so far, 12 episodes, no second season. So basically this protagonist, this boy, his half-humo. Humo is like these creatures that only certain people can see, and all these certain people are, not celestial, what was it? Spirit warriors. Spirit warriors can only see these creatures and they can kill them. And they make a living out of this too. When you kill one of these Yomo, I'm gonna just say that Yomo, I don't know the correct word or term to say that, they turn to stone, and then you can go to this certain place for spirit warriors to cash it in for, money, and they make a living from that. So this girl, her name is Kuriyasama. I'm pretty sure I said it correctly, but if not, I don't want anybody, butchering me in the comments. Yeah, she is the last surviving of her clan. Her clan, she's a cursed girl that has the power to use her blood, or not use her blood, but manipulate her blood to weapons, and that sounds really cool. And she has this ring that she keeps on her pinky, that if she takes off, her blood will become very poisonous, and it would kill anything, anything. So, to give a little bit of, I don't want to spoil too much. It's just they both meet that this guy, or I even forgot his name. Akio. Yeah, that's how you say the name. Akio. He is basically immortal because he has this thing called Beyond the Boundary living inside of him. That makes him immortal. You can stab him, shoot him, whatever. He'll survive all that because he's half humo. He can't be killed because if a humo and a human are together, I think they become not immortal but unstoppable or something. But the only way to draw that out is to make a barrier to draw out the Yamo out of the human body. But this one, in particular, the Beyond the Boundary, this Yamo is the powerful one out of anybody, and I think he was either born with it or something happened for him to take that. I'm not really too sure, but I'm pretty sure, he has it. He didn't know how to control it because this Beyond Boundary that's living inside of him, I think it's caused by something that unleashes it out of him, and it'll turn him into a full Yomo, and not himself, because his human self would just be there, but just temporary. He'll not be a human, but be a full Yomo that he'll just go around and or cause a huge ruckus and everything that he can't control. But most of the time he's just human, but he's just partially immortal because of this Beyond the Boundary that lives inside of him. So the first episode, they both meet when this girl Kuriyasama was at the edge of this school that this Akio boy was in, and he thought that she was going to kill herself, and he went up to the roof of the school and telling him that he likes girls with glasses. It's a weird fetish, and yes, throughout this whole episode, he's called a pervert. Good part there. He has only 2 friends, but Kuriyasama later becomes his friend as well. More than that later on, episode 12. Wink, wink. Yeah, they all know about his ability to become immortal, but they don't know about the Beyond that Boundary. They don't know about that. They only know that he's only half human and half human. So those are not really good odds. So Kuriyasama attacks him, and then she stabs him through the chest, and she realized he's immortal. And throughout the first or second episode, they just start fighting each other. Well, mainly Kiryu-sama, because she makes primarily she just uses a sword that out of her blood, and then Akio runs away because he can't fight or anything. But later on they go into this deep other stuff too. Maybe episode 3, 2, 4, and 5, maybe 6. They battle this thing called a Hollow Shadow that creates like these, like if you have a painful past or anything, it's gonna create an image of like a person that you lost for or whatever, and they use that against you. Excuse me. Later through those episodes, they become friends. Kiryu-sama and Akio. He introduced he got into the book club with his 2 friends, and the second friend which is a guy who wears a scarf, and they're both buddy on fetishes and weird things. I'm not gonna go too much into that, but yeah, throughout that they're just been living not together, but just like living not with each other. I don't know what's the correct term to say, but they just became friends. They hang out, they do this and that, until the problem comes, I think, between episode 8 and throughout that to episode 12 is when this it's not purple moon, it's like something else. But throughout this you get to understand about Kiryu-sama. She wasn't a student there, she was transferred there to kill this great beyond, and it's been in a human host, and her assignment was to kill that human host. And what do you know, it's Akio. That's him. He had it throughout his life, and she didn't want to kill him because she has feelings for him. But she took the Beyond the Boundary out of him and to put it into her to fight it. So doing this, it put him into a coma that he slept for like maybe, I think it's 3 months, because once that was out, it made him mortal again. He can just live like any other human being. But Kiryu-sama made this creative image of this figure of Akio to like motivate her to fight or something like that. But during that coma, it was maybe 5 minutes at most of White World, maybe Black World, Silver Bamboo. It's episode 9 through 11. It was when there's this little thing I like how they did this, is when they cut to 2 different perspectives, which is Akio, which he's in the summer hanging out with his friends, well, not with his friends, but Kiryu-sama. I think so. I just finished the last episode today, so I'm trying to remember it all without watching it again, because this is actually a really good, decent anime, and and it cuts to Kiryu-sama's perspective that she's in this snowy area, and that's where she is fighting the Great Beyond. And then episode 11 to 12, Akio went to this shop where where all the Yamos stones get turned in for money and all that. He absorbs the Great Beyond Boundary. It's a part of that stone, a stone that's part of the Beyond the Boundary. He took some of that power and he went up to the Beyond the Boundary that nobody could hear, because there was this big thumping noise in the sky that only he can hear, and he knew Kiryu-sama wasn't dead, that she was alive and fighting the Great Beyond Boundary. He just couldn't remember it all. But in episode 12, he uses that power of the part of the Beyond the Boundary to fight off other Yomos, different types of creatures, with Kiryu-sama on the side. But at the end, it reveals that she, after all that, everything started to vanish, and she did as well. And I think she said specifically that she vanished a long time ago when she absorbs I think when she absorbs the great beyond, like, or beyond the boundary, like, it was, like, too much for her to handle, and I think she fades away into existence, like, only a cursed person can, in order to defeat the beyond the boundary. That's why they went for, the spirit warriors went for her, because she is the last surviving cursed people of her clan and no one else. So that's why she was brought into the school where Akio is, because they needed a cursed person to order to fight the beyond the boundary, and whoever was the host of it, and lucky enough it was him. And at the end, she started to disappear. It was like very sad. Like I was like about to cry. I'm like, oh my gosh, just like they both love each other. They just haven't, like, she hasn't even confessed to the feelings, because when Akio was in his coma, she tried to kiss him. Like, it was like really cute and everything. It's just like, it did have very touching moments throughout all these episodes. But now later, later that, you know, she was no more, and the only thing that was left a part of her that Akio took was just a ring. Like, her body disappeared, like faded away to existence, and her ring was just there. He took it, just went on through in life, and, you know, it went through his mind, through like, darkness going through his life and everything, stuff like that. And so at the end of the freaking, I think 30 seconds, Kurasama reappeared again in the high school roof. On the roof of the school. I'm like, oh, that's just great. And he offered her to wear these red glasses that, again, he has a fetish for. And it was just very, very touching and cute. And I just hate how it's just only one episode or one season with 12 episodes. This is not okay, man. I want more of this. But I don't think they're not gonna make any more. But then again, who am I? Who am I to say they might or not? I don't know. But I'm glad I watched this, because I did watch some music video, and it was like Kurasama, the girl with the glasses, so pink hair. She was like a little video image of her pushing up her glasses and pulling it down. It was very cute. I'm like, wait, that looks like a anime. I googled it. Let me there. I watched all the episodes. I would rate this maybe like I kind of don't want to give animes anything like below a 6, because I feel like all animes are good in my opinion, depending on what I'm watching. Some could be good, some could be bad. I judge them based on like the characters, the plot, and like, you know, not if you understand it, but it's just like if you enjoyed yourself watching through all that, and like, yeah, that's how I do things. I would like put this somewhere in like a 6.5, maybe 7, because there is some things that should have been in there. I feel like there should have been more time with the characters bonding with each other. I feel like they could have give, you know, each of his friends a little bit of a background-ish about themselves. And there was one thing I didn't mention about this anime is like of another character, but she's only a little bit of relevance of this spirit warrior, humbo jumbo, all that stuff. I won't say. You just need to watch the anime for yourself to find out. I love the action sequence. I love the art. I like this type of art design, or not the art design, the color design. I love it so much. And I love the style. I love all the characters. They're very, very funny at times when they butt heads. But yeah, I'm going to just leave it at there. If you have watched Beyond the Boundary, let me know what's your favorite moment, part, or scene, anything down below in the comments. And yeah, if you have anything else to say, if you guys want to say hi or whatever, you know, comment down, whatever. Hope you guys enjoyed. If not, that's all good. If you did, yeah, that really means a lot. And I hope you have a wonderful morning, night, day, evening, whatever the occasion is. My name is SantaGhost239, and Beyond the Boundary, it's really good. Watch it on Verb. Yeah. And peace.